What is up, Tequila family? Welcome back to another episode of Tequila Tales. I am Tequila Tim, fresh off watching the series Squid Game, which just creeped me out. I had to get into some tequila. So naturally I reached for one that I've been sipping on for quite a little bit. Here to tell you all about today. That is Cazcanes number 9 Blanco Tequila, the Cazcanes Blanco Tequila review at number 9. And I'll explain all what that is right here after the short introduction. Stay tuned. Okay, before we start sipping on the Cazcanes number 9 Blanco Tequila, let's get into how it's made. So production details, it is NOM 1599 officially. Currently, that's the only tequila being made there. Again, I told you the story about how they came into this, and that's currently the only thing made there. So that is kind of their little hack and their place. So anything you get there is going to taste like Cazcanes because that's the only thing that's made there, you guys. Again, region is Jalisco in the Valley. And they use an autoclave for this one. I know a lot of people are sour on the autoclaves, but they do it the right way. I'm assured that it's done in such a way that the low pressure, everything they do there just brings out the taste. And they've got some methods that I didn't really get a ton of info on that are a little bit different, and maybe we'll get more on the future in that. But again, end of the day, Tears of Girona uses an autoclave, as do some other crazy successful brands and very tasty brands at that. And I don't, have any preference. Again, I get people in the comments that are really against the autoclave, but when used properly, they're going to be totally fine, and that's the bottom line. The extraction was with the roller mill. The water source is natural spring water, so you're getting basically agave and water in this one. Again, it being a Blanco tequila, this is not aged at all. It comes right out of the barrels. It is twice distilled in stainless steel tanks using 100% agave, fermentation without fibers. This is bottled at 50%, making it 100 proof, and most importantly, Cazcanes number 9 Blanco Tequila is additive free. Welcome back to Tequila Tales. Thanks for watching. I'm Tequila Tim, and sorry about the Squid Games intro and shirt. I just found myself hooked on that series and wanted to keep watching more, even though as morbid as it was. So if you've watched it, comment below. I'm not going to try to talk Squid Games with tequila, even though I just did, but let's just start drinking tequila because that series made me just, whoa, humanity, whoa. Someone actually wrote that. Okay, Cazcanes number 9 Blanco Tequila. Super impressed with this brand, you guys. It's been around for a couple of years. It came on my radar about mid last year. I started sipping it more towards the end of last year. Actually, in the middle of last year, I got into their Extra Anejo special release and then their regular Extra Anejo. For some dumb reason, I did not get the Blanco until late last year, but this was a little Christmas gift to myself. And I dug in, contacted the brand, got some notes for you. So real cool stuff here. Story behind this brand. And I've spoke to the founder, one of them, John Paul Fortunati, a couple times, and super cool guy, one of the most interesting, just nice, level, down-to-earth guys I've ever met in business overall. Super helpful and generous with his time, which what more could you ask for from a guy like that? I mean, just awesome stuff. Out of Los Angeles area. And he gave me some information ahead of my Cazcanes review to kind of know a little bit more about the brand. Again, great guy, full of information, super nice to speak with. So let's talk about how they found this tequila, right? Basically, Colin Edwards, who's a co-founder of the brand as well, along with John Paul, he was a winemaker, or is a winemaker. I'm not sure what his current is, but he's involved in Cazcanes and has a history in the wine business, right? So he went down to Mexico looking to get into a distillery and make tequila. He really started enjoying tequila and wanted to do it. He went down and found out that going to all these private label ones that just produce all these things in numbers was crap. He wasn't finding anything that he liked. So he went on a manhunt of sorts, the story goes, and he ran into this guy who had this certain recipe of kind of a moonshine, and he fell in love with it. And so he told other people about it and said, we need to make this happen. So after a couple sample runs, and again, that's why this is number 9, right? They had all these different samples, so this one ended up being the number 9 sample, and again, bottled at 100 proof, so pretty high proof Blanco tequila right here, right? They found out that this was the one that they wanted. But however, they did not have a NOM. This was kind of like a rogue guy, from what I understand, that was just making tequila and had this recipe that they fell in love with. So they ended up meeting NOM 1599, and so the story goes, they said, let's get you registered, let's get you with the CRT, let's get you a NOM and make this official and basically be above board and start making this tequila. And that's what they did, and that's how Cazcanes started. Now, this is small batch, very low production, but absolutely incredible tequila. So this NOM 1599, where they make this, is the only tequila that they make there, right? That's kind of like their own little thing, and that's what makes it special, right? Like, you don't want something that's made at some mass plant because you lose a lot of the little controls. You lose that guy in the woods, the little moonshiner that they met and found to make this brand happen, which is just, to me, the most badass thing ever. So the distillery, the Nam, is technically called Familia Landeros. So you probably haven't heard of them, and I don't expect you to either. But that's the little mysterious guy in the jungle they ran into, and that's where they took that guy and started making this tequila. Again, Nam $15.99, only thing they make there, which is just awesome. Again, I have fallen in love with this brand. Top 3 brand for me when you go in their whole catalog of spirits, right? And I have not had their new repo yet, but I've had their Joven, which is very interesting and very awesome if you're a Joven drinker. Their Extra Anejo and their single barrel as well. So a couple of the Extra Anejos I got right over here. A couple are participating in the NCAA tournament bracket right there. But you know what? We're here to review the Blanco. We don't need to talk about that stuff. So let's get past the NCAA tournament. Let's get past Squid Game and let's just drink this, right? You got a lot of minerals here. Again, they have their own natural spring water they use to make this tequila. So it's just gonna be agave water basically, and whatever you're pulling from that region of the grow. Very minerally, herbally. I get a little mint. Almost like that tiny bit of mint you get at the end of like a clove cigarette, right? If you ever smoke a Jarum, it's like that clovey mint. Not overpowering like a spearmint, but like that, just that nice little mint at the end. And just a kick of it, again. I've definitely smelled this flavor in like an e-cigarette. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, a lot of agave there, just tons of fresh agave. Really coats the mouth nice. I mean, when you look for a tequila, you want it to just overpower. Wow, that's hot. It overpowers you with taste right there. Right away, I'm getting some spice from the agave, floral. A lot of pepper, which you'll get in any good Blanco, especially a high proof Blanco like this one right here. Wow. Huge fan of this. I've had a couple sips, as you can tell right here. Let me look at the bottle. I've had a few sips of this prior to this review, just kind of sitting around, but it's always good to put it away for a minute, pour it in a glass, let it open up, and just try it again. Look at the cool, just authentic bottle here. Totally different from the last review, Don Cosme, which I urge you to check out as well. That's the new age branding. This is kind of old school. I'm typically an old school guy, but I don't hate on any good branding. Good branding is good branding. But wow, it's hot, not in a way that you're gonna not like it, but it lets you know it's 100 proof tequila, and that's the way tequila should be. This is delicious. This is 86 bucks right now, right? But worth every penny. I know people are gonna say, well, if you're drinking like high proof stuff, let's go to like a still strength. You've definitely seen me pick up the Fortaleza still strength, actually it's right here. This is pretty comparable, right? And this is gonna be cheaper, let's be honest, but this just hits different. It's definitely something if you collect tequila, if you're a connoisseur, if you just pride yourself in knowing what's out there and tasting it, you gotta get this Cazcanes number 9. You absolutely have to. Again, and if you wanna get less heat, just let it open up a while longer, right? Pour it in your glass and let it sit there, and you'll lose some of that alcohol from it, but wow. A little bit of cinnamon too in there as well. Just really nice mineral, cinnamon, agave, additive free as well. That's very important to add. This is an additive free. I almost dropped it and I would have been angry AF if I did that. Additive free tequila, certified tequila matchmaker. You see right down the label. You guys, this is small batch. It's gonna be hard to get. Limited states right now, even 2 years after they launched or whatever the time frame is. Look for it. You can get it right on their website. That's where I got it. Z's Tequila, Old Town Tequila has it as well. They sometimes take a lot longer. Cazcanes got this to me in days. So first class brand all the way. Really happy to meet them and get more information about it. Jeez, this is absolutely incredible. Wow. This is just binge worthy, like Squid Games. Absolutely incredible. This is going right up there in my top Blancos. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is absolutely incredible. 86 bucks, it's gonna be a hard daily drinker, or I have to start working a little harder, but absolutely incredible. Now I'm $15.99, Cazcanes Tequila. Great job, you guys, with this brand. It's been really cool watching your journey in just a short time, but long term, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna get the hands on the repo next, so please subscribe. You'll get updates. This brand does some really crazy stuff. In talking to the owner, they're not afraid to try things and do things and experiment. So that makes them very different and very awesome and very powerful in this business. So very agile, shifty brand that can do craft stuff. They're not some huge company, like you're not gonna get a hold over here anything again with just some one recipe that's gonna be crap. They listen to their customers. The fact that they took time to talk to a little small micro influencer like me just says a ton. Look, at almost 90 bucks a bottle, probably about 100 when it's shipped to you. A little pricey, but it's worth every penny in my book, all right? So please subscribe. You'll hear about all the updates with this brand, and there are other expressions as well. This right here for high proof tequilas, blancos, does not get much better than this. Salud. Stay tuned.